What's up guys, it's John, and today we're out here at the range testing out some muzzle devices. The first one we're going to take a look at is the T3 Comp from 2A Armament. You know, I'm always talking about what makes things different and special, and this particular muzzle device is one of the more subtle options on the market. As you can see, it's similar in dimensions to a standard A2 flash hider, just a hair longer, and within that it's actually got some unique features. It's a dual chamber blast baffle system, with the second chamber being a little bit more open and having some ports that allow gases out the top. That is intended to help you control recoil. One of the other unique features about this muzzle device is that it allows you to mount suppressors to it. Things like the Gemtech Halo and I believe the Griffin Armament comps will mount to this, and this will act as a sacrificial baffle. Another key point about this is that it's one of the most affordable comps on the market. MSRP is $75 on this thing, which means you'll see it from about $60 to $65 retail. That puts it about $30 to $40 cheaper than other comps on the market. So what we're going to do today is take it out and shoot it. We're going to see how well it controls recoil, see how well it reduces flash, because that is potentially going to happen. They mentioned that on their website, and we're just going to see how it performs. So let's get to shooting.
The first thing to take a look at is the slow fire capabilities of the T3. As you can see, the muzzle remains flat and there's very little flash to be seen. The next thing to try out was long-range accuracy. How easy is it to hold the muzzle still and remain on target? As you can see, hitting every single time. Definitely not a challenge. We then started moving into rapid fire, where we could really see if the muzzle device was working. And I'll be honest with you, it was surprising to me just how easy it was for something so simple to control the muzzle, and I was really genuinely pleased with it. The T3 is a great example of bang for your buck. That phrase gets tossed around a lot, but something like this that's really affordable and does exactly what they say it's going to do from the factory, I mean, you can't get much better than that. Another major concern with a lot of muzzle devices these days is concussion, that blast off to the side. And with the T3, we noticed that it was not any more than with an A2 flash hider. It was not abusive. You can see it moves the camera a little bit here, but it really wasn't painful or anything like that out to the sides. The next thing we did was throw it up against the grid to see exactly what kind of movement we were getting. And to me, it appears that any movement from that muzzle was me moving the gun around. It wasn't because of the shots being fired. Pretty interesting. Let's see that in slow motion just to prove my point. You can see that any movement of the muzzle is caused by the bolt carrier cycling forward and rearward as opposed to the shot leaving the gun. That's pretty cool to see. The next step, obviously, is to try rapid fire up against the grid and see what kind of results we get from that. Again, regular speed followed by high speed footage. I think this last shot sums it up really well. I mean, look, there's no movement out of that muzzle. The gun is cycling, I'm shooting, but it's not moving. And we see the same thing again with the rapid fire.
So the T3 Compensator, what do I think of it? Well, it did really well with its claims of flash suppression. We didn't notice any with the ammo we were using. It did really well with recoil control. The muzzle stayed very flat, as you could see throughout the video, and that actually kind of surprised me. I wasn't sure what to expect with something that was fairly similar looking to an A2, but that dual chamber setup and the vents on the top really helped. It was comfortable to shoot, and I really enjoyed it. Now, as an added bonus, of course, you can mount some suppressors to this thing. So it's kind of got a lot going for it. Another thing I really like is that it is subtle. You know, how many muzzle devices today are just over the top looking and super aggressive? Well, this is a little bit more subtle option. So if you want to build maybe a classic A2 setup or something along those lines, but you want a compensator on it, this will fit that bill really well. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it the old thumbs up. Of course, please subscribe. And as always, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, guys.
Remember, guys, you can support the channel more by going to patreon.com/I'mWithChaos.